Like JRD, Tata was the chairman of Tata Group, who earned billions of dollars, but he donated a lot of money, and for 20 years, no one knew who was building so many hospitals and schools. Research conducted by Ian Chaplin showed that a gratitude diary reduces the desire to buy unnecessary luxury goods, and there is a 60% increase in donations. According to a report by ThreadUp, 50% of the people who sold their unused secondhand luxury goods in the last 10 years. Many burger vendors can make a better burger than a Burger King, but still, how is Burger King earning more money than them? The simple reason for this is that other people only focus on making burgers. In contrast, Burger King Company focuses on its industry's top 5 to 6 demanding skill, like tasty burgers, different varieties of burgers, sitting arrangement, good service, fast making, etc. It is in the top 20%. Warren Buffett, the world's most famous investor, has provided approximately 2 million% returns on his investors' money in his 52 years as CEO at Berkshire Hathaway. Hello friends, welcome back to Reader's Book Club. Today we're going to talk about the book, Happy Sexy Millionaire, written by Steven Bartlett. Most people are sad and poor because they chase the wrong things and ask inappropriate questions. So it is time to stop and rethink the basic social structure on which our lives run. At 18, the author dropped out of college, came from a low-income family background, and did not have any special skills. At that time, he wrote in his diary that he wanted to become a happy, sexy millionaire by the age of 25. At 25, he was running a business with a more than $300 million valuation and had become a millionaire. The author says that, shockingly, I discovered that I needed to correct almost everything upon achieving everything I thought. The world lied to me about money, happiness, and success. That once you earn so much money, you will start being happy, or concentrate on being happy and not feeling the need for cash, whereas the reality was quite different from this. In this book, he teaches you how to dismantle these famous, unheard-of lies about happiness and replace them with scientifically proven practical techniques that will help you live a more fulfilled life than you are. Then let us understand all the aspects of this book in detail one by one. Happiness begins with self-worth. A few days ago, I was listening to an interview with world-famous therapist Marissa Peer. She said, "In my 33 years of experience as a therapist, I have worked with everyone, from chronically depressed movie stars to stressed-out Olympic athletes, depressed school teachers, and people with addictions due to stress, and everyone has the same problem. They don't believe they are enough." She further explained that when one knows they are enough, such a person does not lie to himself. Knowing that you are enough is like realizing your values and what you really want and can do. It motivates us from within to achieve better and bigger things than our present situation. In this, it does not make much difference to us whether we win or lose. We just enjoy doing that work. In fact, we are equally happy when we lose as we are when we win. But those people who just run after getting things without realizing it start becoming depressed and sad after some time. We try to have everything for 2 reasons. First, to feel that we are worthy of it. And secondly, because it is needed. When you try to achieve something, with the feeling that you deserve it, you use your full potential and give your best. It does not matter whether you succeed or fail later. But when you want to get something just because it is needed, a sense of insecurity starts coming inside, thinking about what will happen if you don't get it. And this thinking often becomes a reason for sadness. Or if you get it, you will start feeling the need for another new thing. And instead of experiencing true happiness, you will start chasing the next thing. Have you ever seen any child being born believing that they are not worthy? No child feeling inferior because of the color of their hair, eyes, or skin. This means that as long as you have been living in society, social brainwashing has tried very hard to convince you that you are not enough. How can companies sell you something you don't need if they don't first convince you that there is something you don't have? How can schools and colleges motivate you to work hard and pursue a corporate job if they don't first convince you that there is something worth going for? How can one create online social status without convincing others that their life is a whole of things you do not have, and that your life should be like that? This is one of happiness's secrets. We must stop trying to deserve everything we want, because this is the biggest reason for our sorrow. Social media doesn't help us be happy. It is like a battleground. In this, to make their status, crores of people show you things like money, knowledge, popularity, and beauty, which you do not have, with boastful posts. And the algorithm works in favor of such people. So, if you post a selfie in regular clothes or eat noodles in bed, you will get very few likes, reach, comments, and followers from the algorithm. Post a selfie of yourself looking fit and wearing designer clothes on the beach of Maldives. The algorithm will automatically show your selfie to as many people as possible. People who do this under its influence are playing the status game. And the reality of this game is that it is a zero-sum game. Because in a zero-sum game, you can only achieve something by getting something from another person. In social media bragging games, people seek social approval by proving to the world that they are better, more prosperous, innovative, successful, or prettier than everyone else. With their online presence, they are mentally preparing all of you for this. You should also do this, even if you do not need it, or you will unknowingly start considering yourself less or inferior to them. Therefore, consider yourself enough and move forward with this feeling. Stop comparing. To study the relationship between happiness and money, Harvard Business School professor Michael Norton asked more than 2,000 people with a net worth of at least $1 million to rate their happiness on a scale of 1 to 10. Then he asked them how much more they would need to reach 10. Everyone said they would need 2 or 3 times more money than now to be completely happy. People with $1 million think they need $2 million to $3 million to be completely happy, and those with $10 million need $20 million to $30 million to be satisfied. But if you go your whole life believing that happiness lies somewhere in your future, it will always remain in the future. It will never be found where you are now, which means you can't be happy in the present. Nowadays, in the age of social media, we are increasingly being influenced to believe in this truth. Like online course sellers, motivational speakers, and marketing agents keep filling our minds with such things that they have something that can make you happy. But the reason why people do this is to show off. Meanwhile, the wealthy people of the world focus more on their genuine happiness and work than all these things. These things come to them automatically. For example, Warren Buffett lives in his 40-year-old house, which is cheaper than many employees in his company, Berkshire. If he wants, he can buy as many expensive houses as he wants. But why do they do this? To understand its exact reason, we have to understand Maslow's pyramid. This pyramid says that every human being has 5 needs. The first need is physiological, i.e., our basic needs, such as food, water, and sleep. This is a non-negotiable need. That is, we all need it. If these needs of any of us are not fulfilled, then we will not donate money to anyone. We will not help anyone. Even if these needs are not fulfilled for a long time, then we can even murder someone. When our basic needs are completed, we will need the following safety needs. Once we get food, water, and sleep, we need safety. We need money so that we can be secure in life. We need a house so that we feel safe there. Only when we feel secure can we come to the next level of love and belonging. That is, now we want to have friends, our companions to love us, and we want to be a part of some group. When this need of ours is also fulfilled, we need esteem, i.e. status. We need respect from the people around us. When our status needs are also fulfilled, then comes self-actualization. At this time, we are at our best. If we want to do something for someone, we can donate, or go into a flow state and do our best work. We are not working for any need, but we are working because we express ourselves through that work. Like JRD, Tata was the chairman of Tata Group, who earned billions of dollars, but he donated a lot of money, and for 20 years no one knew who was building so many hospitals and schools. But the reality is that JRD Tata had also kept some percentage for himself and his family. That is, he wanted to fulfill the bottom 4 needs of Maslow's pyramid for himself and his family. And because he was at the top state of Maslow's pyramid, he expressed himself by donating. Because he was that kind of person. The most exciting thing about this is that a person can remain self-actualized only if all the needs below are fulfilled. If any of these lower steps is broken, for example, a millionaire comes on the road, and he will first look for his food and not help others. Be grateful. Research conducted by Ian Chaplin showed that a gratitude diary reduces the desire to buy unnecessary luxury goods. And there is a 60% increase in donations. That means we avoid collecting unnecessary luxury things and try to spend our money to help people. This makes a lot of sense when you think about what we saw during the 2020 global coronavirus pandemic. It forced us to save our money, prevented us from flaunting our luxury things, and made many of us, even though we didn't want to, look at people with worse lifestyles than us and be thankful for our good lives. We became more grateful for our families than ever before, and sales of designer goods declined. According to a report by ThredUp, 50% of the people who sold their unused secondhand luxury goods in the last 10 years. Other studies have shown that a gratitude diary in which you write down at least 10 things you have daily increases healthy and happy feelings and reduces negative feelings. Writing a gratitude diary anywhere from once a day to once a week positively affects our mood. I have also personally felt this many times. My gratitude diary gives me the courage to face life's challenges and makes me think I alone am enough to meet them. It is essential to practice gratitude these days, to prepare your mind to be happy by dealing with the rapidly changing social life and social media algorithms. Take responsibility for your success. Once in the office, a friend of the author, Adam, came and said that the customer had troubled me by not paying on time. Whenever someone asked him why he was sad, he sounded like a loser. Customers had not delivered on time, so I felt low. We all are familiar with the sentence. Some X person made me Y because of Z reason. Like here, Adam's customer X get him Y. Angry because of reason Z not paying bill on time. If the payment is not made, then his target will not be completed. The holidays he wants to take next week may get cancelled, due to which his wife will get angry and the relationship may get spoiled. The author asked Adam for a list of customers from whom payment was yet to be taken. He was surprised to see one thing on everyone's invoices. Adam did not highlight payment dates on any of them, did not have proper company branding on the invoices, and wrote payment letters using casual templates and fonts. Because of this, Adam did not seem professional. Hence, customers could not trust him. When the author worked with Adam to highlight the payment amount and date in his invoice template, use clean templates and fonts, and create a professional invoice by highlighting extra charges for late payment, it had a positive impact. Within 3 months, more than 90% of Adam's customers started making their payments on time. In this way, when we are angry about something, we start thinking that that thing made me angry. And due to this, we usually become more angry than before. If you say, I got angry because of X thing, you will feel less angry, because your emotional response plays a vital role. Having control over your emotional responses mean that you can think, respond, and take action with facts and clarity. Logical thinking is critical for successful results, so you will keep progressing towards success. I meet many millionaires doing very well in their business and are happy in life. The habit of taking responsibility is common in all of them. Last month, we had a get-together with some subscribers in which more than 100 people told us that whenever they run away from taking responsibility, they become sad after a while. Whenever he has taken responsibility for his life, he has earned good money and experienced the real happiness of life. If you believe that you hold the keys to your destiny, then if necessary, you will do everything you can to change your situation to suit you. On the other hand, if you believe that the results are out of your control, like Adam, you may be less likely to work toward change. So take responsibility and do whatever you can to make a change. Become a master of the top 5 skills in your industry. A friend of the author is Cecil Beaton, considered one of the most famous photographers in the UK. If you are interested in photography, you must know about his work. He has a vast 4-floor studio in London and has personally clicked photos of famous people like the Queen, Barack Obama, Madonna, Kate Moss, etc. However, when you look at his technical photography knowledge, business skills, branding skills, marketing skills, and social media skills, you can see that he is not best at these individual skills. He is among the top 20% of people with all these skills. Another friend of mine is Akshay. Whenever I see his photos, I know he is a better photographer than Cecil Beaton. He has more technical knowledge than Cecil. But still, Cecil is earning so much money compared to him. Until I met the top people in my field, I thought that to be the best in my industry, I had to be the best in the world at this individual skill. I used to think that if I wanted to be the best entrepreneur in the world, I needed to have the most knowledge about business. Or if I wanted to be the best chef in the world, I needed to be the best cook. However, after meeting top people from different industries, I realized that I was wrong. And this realization completely changed the direction of my self-development and the way I worked on my career. While building the skill set needed to reach the top of your industry, develop demanding skills that make you stand out. For example, if you want to be in the top 5% in graphic design, being in the top 5% in motion design is a significant small achievement, as most designers are good at it. You have to develop skills that work together and are different enough to make you unique, and not be quickly learned by others. For example, you want to create an app. So in addition to learning coding, focus on learning public speaking, leadership, sales, and financial management. With these skill sets, you can make any good product, sell it, hire people, lead them well, and run the company with good management skills. Most coders may have only some of these skills, so you will remain unique. Many burger vendors can make a better burger than a Burger King, but still, How is Burger King earning more money than them? The simple reason for this is that other people only focus on making burgers. In contrast, Burger King company focuses on its industry's top 5 to 6 demanding skills, like tasty burgers, different varieties of burgers, sitting arrangement, good service, fast making, etc. It is in the top 20%. Many people do not want to learn a different skill because they feel it has nothing to do with their field. For example, children preparing for psychology avoid public speaking because they believe it will not help them become psychologists. Instead, they look at the skills people already have in their industry and focus on honing them. Their university teaches these skills, and their work strengthens them by repeatedly using them on the job and industry. The result is that they develop an entirely predictable, normal, and low-value skill set. Such a skill set can also be easily found in others. Therefore, they can be replaced anytime. For the author, the skills that set him apart as an entrepreneur are his social media, public speaking, and sales skills. These are skills that other social media marketing CEOs still need to gain. At that time, no other entrepreneur in his industry knew how to build a social media audience for himself. The author took advantage of this, and today, with more than 2 million followers and compelling speaking, he was able to make his voice heard more than all other authors in his industry. So he soon reached the top. Because when we have the skills to convey our message or product to the maximum number of people in the industry, we can quickly contact the top. To create a unique, perfect, and valuable skill set, you need to know the answers to these questions. 1. What skills do you have right now? 2. In your industry, what skills do people usually have? 3. After knowing these skills, what new skills can you learn to give you an edge over others in your industry? Become master of NO. Like Happy Millionaire, prioritizing and focusing on important things is essential, but how will we know what to give priority to and what to focus on right now? The answer to this question lies in your values. Start by being very clear about those things' purpose and goals you prioritize more than all others. What are those things for which you are ready to sacrifice everything? Just keep in mind that this motivation should come from within you. For this, constantly clarify why those things matter to you. For you, these values could be becoming a master in a skill, correcting societal shortcomings, bringing financial freedom in your life and your family's life, keeping your body and mind healthy, traveling the world, or anything else. You have to be creative, and you can do this for these reasons. For a good experience, to pursue your passion. For your parents, to educate or motivate people. In this way, whatever your life values are, whatever you want to achieve, decide now. And do not let any other person consider the things you give importance to as inferior or meaningless. You can do this easily when you clearly define inner values. Then no outside influence can mislead you. Another way to understand your values in real life is to ask yourself, how would the kind of person I want to spend my time? Or, what decision would the person I want to be like make in this situation right now? It's easy to say yes to things we want or feel we should do. But when your energy is limited, like your time, you must be very careful about your spending habits. At this time, you will have to focus on making a budget, prioritizing essential expenses, and saving first to focus on the vital things, so that you can focus on your important things. So once you are clear about your values, you have to continuously translate those values into your decisions today, in this moment and now, so that you can take actions that will lead you towards a happy and wealthy lifestyle. Use the 8th wonder of the world. Warren Buffett, the world's most famous investor, has provided approximately 2 million% returns on his investors' money in his 52 years as CEO at Berkshire Hathaway. For example, if you had invested 10,000 rupees in Berkshire Hathaway in 1965, the value of those shares today would have been 616 rupees crore. When Warren Buffett was asked the most powerful reason behind his investing success, he, without any hesitation, cited compound interest as the reason. He has been saying for years that compound interest is an important reason, which made him a billionaire. You must have heard about the power of compound interest before. You've heard about it often, so what's different this time? Unless I can convince you to take it seriously, nothing. And if I can do that, your whole life will change forever. In financial terms, compound interest means that, instead of withdrawing the money you have earned from your investment, you leave it invested and reinvest the interest earned on it. It sounds straightforward, so it won't make a big difference. But this invisible power makes all the difference over time. Compound interest is so powerful that Albert Einstein called it the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns from it. He who doesn't pays for it. If you don't understand this, you are unknowingly paying for it. Thank you, friends. This was the book summary of Happy Sexy Millionaire. Let us revise its important lessons so that you always remember to implement them. 1. Happiness starts with self-worth. So believe that what you have is enough. 2. Leave comparison and try to live in a state of self-actualization. 3. Be grateful for what you have. 4. Take responsibility for your success. 5. Instead of becoming the best person in the world in just one skill, being in the top 20% of your industry's top 5 demanding skills will make you unique and irreplaceable. 6. Make a habit of saying no to things that are not important. 7. Use compounding interest to become a millionaire. Thank you, friends, if you have reached this chapter of book summary. So it means that you also love books very much like us. And before leaving this video, please subscribe the channel so that every week you can enjoy 2 book summaries and learn something new every time. See you soon with more great videos. Thank you so much.